There, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge outdoor wall sconce called the Prairie Large. It's actually the modern Prairie. 35710. A lot of details. Let's dive in. This is going to be 15.9 inches overall height, and that's going to be the distance from the bottom of the fixture to the very top. 9.4 inches wide, 11.9 inches in projection from the wall out. Backplate is 7.5 by 5.6. It's going to go over your 4-inch junction box, which I hope you guys have on the wall. And the mounting height from the bottom of the fixture to the middle of this box is going to be 12 inches. Let's look at some of the details on that. If you're on the page for this on our website, Handmade in Vermont, look over on the right-hand side of your screen. Midway down, you're going to see a link. It's going to say, click here for installations, instructions, PDF. So open that up for me. It's going to show you a lot of good things, how to put the glass on, a full parts list, lots of different drawings of this fixture, including the back plate, how it's going to go onto your junction box. So take advantage of that. Glass is 5.6 inches wide, 11 inches high, so it's going to nicely accommodate lots of LEDs. So let's hop into that. Hubbardton Forge is going to be using this medium base porcelain socket. It's just a regular screw-in bulb we all grew up with. You can go up to 100 watts for incandescent. That's the older bulbs we used to use. Still, some people still do. 100 watt max because of the heat generated by that bulb. This is a standard A19 size light bulb. This is a LED version of the same size. You can see that. It will work great. I can find this up to 100 watt equivalent in light output lumens. You may have to do a little digging out on the internet to do that. You can easily find it in a 60 or 75 watt at any store you walk into, even your grocery store at this point. It's a dimmable fixture. If you guys want to dim it, just put it on a dimmer. Buy a dimmable bulb. That's going to be very important. And then choose your color temperature of your light coming out of your LED. So you'll have that option when you're looking around. 2700 Kelvin to 3000 Kelvin is the warm white. 4,000, 5,000 Kelvin is the brighter daylight. We're not necessarily brighter, but whiter. And you'll have that choice. So light coming down on my hands right now, this is 3,000 Kelvin coming from above me, and these are LEDs. And I tend to like that. That kind of mimics this bulb, the incandescent I talked about a second ago. But it's totally up to you. The only limit is what you can get into the glass. And you can play around out there too. This is an A21 bulb. See, a little bit bigger than the A19. I can find this up to 150 watt equivalent. This is a Sylvania I got at my local hardware store. So don't be afraid to try these out. There's no limit because they don't generate much heat. They don't use a lot of electricity. This one is 3,000 Kelvin. It's dimmable too, so you'll be able to find all these things quite easily wherever you guys are, or you can just hop online and do the same thing. There are also other LEDs out there too. This is a phosphorus one. These are the newer ones, kind of an Edison style. There's no difference in this. You may elect to get this only because the bottom of this has what's called a driver in there, and there's no real driver on this fixture, on this bulb, so this is going to shine more light down. But these are just some of the bulbs that exist out there that you guys can play around with. If you're in the state of California and you're pulling permits for new construction or renovation, the building inspector may be coming out to hassle you about all kinds of things, and one of those things is the sockets that you're going to be putting in the fixtures on the outside of your building or your house. So they limit you in California to a lot of different things. One of those things is going to be a GU24 socket. 2 little holes in there, 2 little prongs on here, and it just snaps right in. And you'll notice this wouldn't accept a screw-in bulb, and that's the whole point. This is the same deal if you guys are building a LEED certified house or building, LEED, and that's going to be trying to go after those government tax credits for energy. They'll make you do this as well. But for everybody else, just buy the incandescent version of this, put in whatever little or big LED you guys want, and you're going to be just fine. So I want to touch on Hubbardton Forge's glass for just a second. Hubbardton Forge's opal glass is not just another piece of white glass. This is actually hand-blown glass. All of their glass is hand-blown. And to begin with, it's actually a clear piece of glass to start with. And they come in, they blow a second layer on the inside of white glass. Then they come back and they do a third step where they sandblast the entire outside. So you'll notice when you get these in your hands, they actually have layers of glass on them on the end. You can see them on these 2 pieces. And it gives it this really soft, semi-transparent, kind of milky quality. It's a soft glowing piece. Really, really pretty. You know, they're really obsessed about details at Hubbardton Forge, and a lot of people don't. I don't think they appreciate it out in the world, but you appreciate it because that's why you guys are here watching this video. There you go. Let's talk about something else. Same kind of idea. They only use aircraft grade aluminum to make all of their outdoor lighting, and the reason they do that is because aluminum holds up better than any other material in harsh, extreme weather. When you go out and you're out in the world, look up and you'll see those jet airlines flying up there way above your head. They're all made out of aluminum for a reason, because it holds up beautifully, it welds beautifully, it doesn't rust, it's very light, and it's just the best material to use outside. So on top of that, they have developed these outdoor baked epoxy powder coats that can go over this and make them pretty much indestructible, and we're going to talk about that right now. So how they do this, you'll notice in the picture next to me, there's a picture of a woman, and she's actually shooting powdered finish at the fixture, and they take the fixture, let's say this is the fixture to begin with, okay? They wire it up with a wire here, a wire coming down. They run a small amount of electricity through it to make it positive. And what that does, it makes it attract everything around it. So when she's over there spraying little bits of powdered finish, what it's going to do, it's going to go over the entire fixture. It's going to get into every nook, every cranny, top, bottom, sides, the whole thing. They're going to take that fixture, they're going to put it into an oven. That's going to melt that down and make it into a hard epoxy shell. And it makes it, incredibly strong. Because they do this, and these things have been tested in these wind chambers where they have shot, salty seawater at them, basically, because that's what's going to happen on a beach, right? Where a lot of these things are going to end up. They had to really do that to make sure that they're going to hold up for you. And because they have done that, they offer the best warranty for the entire lighting industry. And you can see that over on the left-hand side of your screen. Limited lifetime warranty for residential use, and check it out, and it'll really make you feel better about their products. Okay. Moving on from there, why don't we talk about our showroom in Vermont. We have over 350 Hubbardton Forge fixtures spread across 2 floors. We actually have a What's on Display page on our website. It's over in the red tabs over on the left-hand side of your screen, so you can open up that and check it out. Showroom has also a clearance center. So clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's an amazing deal for you. It's returns, discontinued things, and showroom samples. If you guys are going to come visit us, do me a favor, bring a big SUV, if you can, if you have one, only because the boxes are set up for shipping. Measure everything you can think of. So measure with a measuring tape, measure your ceilings, measure counters, tables, distances between junction boxes and things like ceilings, because if you're looking, you want to make sure when you're looking at these things that they're going to be able to be used by you for your needs, okay? And then also bring an iPad. If you guys are doing a project and you have a tablet laying around at home, take pictures with that. Take pictures, and you can bring that tablet in, and we can go through all those pictures together and look and see what you guys are doing, and I can help you out on that, okay? So when you buy your Hubbardton Forge fixtures from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. No tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont, and we're the only dealer with 90-day returns and no restocking fees. No one else does that. Some larger items, generally big things on pallets, and custom things are going to be non-returnable. We'll always tell you that on the page for it, so just keep your eyes peeled for that. And then on top of all that, we offer a rush program. So in order for you to get all of these different finishes, Hubbardton Forge doesn't stock. It takes generally about 3 to 4 weeks to get product out. We can cut that time in half, and it is super, super inexpensive. A lot of people don't even know about it. If you want to know about it, the best thing to do is just drop me a quick email, sales@HandmadeInVermont.com, and we spell out the word Vermont. You can also call 802-446-2400 during business hours. And so I'm here every day except Sunday, from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time if you guys want to talk to me. And then you can email us 7 days a week at sales@HandmadeInVermont.com, and we spell out the word Vermont. So I think that kind of wraps things up on this. You guys have any questions at all, let me know. Thank you for stopping in today. Take care. Bye-bye.